The same problem, but I have changed the ordering of requests, right? Here the request came in the order of 300 followed by 25 followed by 125 followed by 50, but here I have changed the ordering, okay? 300 followed by 50 followed by 125 followed by 25. Now let's see what will happen in case if we use first fit, okay? We are using first fit. Now in case of first fit, whenever we get a 300 KB request, what we will do is we will start scanning the RAM from the beginning and we'll allocate it here, right? This 300 will be occupied and we have a 50 KB free space over here and 150 over here. Now whenever a 50 KB process comes, what we will do is we'll allocate it here, right? So we have a 100 KB space hole over here and 50 KB over here, right? Now whenever a 125 KB process comes, what will happen? We cannot allocate it, right? We cannot allocate it in the RAM because the biggest hole we have is 100 KB, but the amount of space which we need for the allocating this process is 125 KB, and so we are not able to do it. We cannot occupy here and here because they are not contiguous, and so here definitely there is external fragmentation, okay? So in case by changing the ordering, first fit doesn't work fine, okay? For this order, first fit works, which means we are able to satisfy all the requests, but coming to this ordering, we are not able to satisfy all the requests, right? Now let's see what will happen in case if you use best fit for this ordering, okay? Now what is meant by best fit? We will find out the smallest hole and we will occupy it, right? Now whenever 300 KB process comes into the RAM, we will occupy it here because this is the smallest hole which is big enough to hold the process. We have space of 50, we have a hole of 50 KB over here and 150 over here. Now whenever a 50 KB process comes into the RAM, we have two holes and the smallest hole is 50, and so we will occupy it here. So right now we have a total hole of only one hole and its size is, we have only one hole and its size is 150. Now whenever a process of size 125 KB comes into the RAM, we will occupy it over here. So we have a hole of size 25, and whenever 25 KB process comes into the RAM, what we will do is we will occupy this 25 KB over here. Okay, so this works perfectly fine. So for this ordering, best fit works perfectly fine. Okay, now let's see what will happen next fit for this ordering. Okay, coming to next fit, for 300 KB we will start scanning the RAM from here, and so we'll occupy it here. Fine, we have a hole of size 50 KB over here. Now whenever a 50 KB process comes, what we will do, we will start scanning it from here. Okay, that is what we mean by next fit. We will start from the place where we left out last time. We left out here, right? So we'll start from here and then we'll occupy this 50 KB over here. Okay, so right now we have only one hole of size 150 KB. Now whenever a 125 KB process comes into the RAM, what we'll do is we'll start from here and then we'll go here and then we'll occupy this 125 over here. Okay, now whenever 25 KB process comes into the RAM, we will occupy it straight away over here. So for what we are observing here is next fit works perfectly here. Okay, next fit works well here. Now let's see what will happen in case if you use worst fit for this ordering. Okay, whenever we get a 300 KB process, what we will do is we'll scan the complete RAM and we'll find out the largest hole which is big enough to hold this process, and so 300 KB will be placed here. Okay, so in case if you occupy 300 KB process over here, we will have a hole of size 50 KB over here and 150 over here. Okay, now whenever a 50 KB process comes into the RAM, we will occupy it here because this is the largest hole. Now we will have a hole of size 100 KB. Okay, so we have two holes of size 100 and 50 over here. Now whenever a 125 KB process comes into the RAM, now comes the problem, we cannot allocate the process, right? Why? Because we don't have a hole of size 125 KB over here, right? The largest hole possible here is 100 KB, but our process size is 125 KB, and so we cannot occupy it here. Okay, now is there external fragmentation problem here? Definitely yes, right? Because we have memory space to occupy our process, but still we are not able to do it because they are not in contiguous allocation, and so worst fit doesn't work here, right? So what you can observe from here is what happened here is exactly opposite to what happened here, right? So from this we can say that we cannot say which is the best algorithm among these four. That really depends on two parameters. One thing is what the memory structure right now is, which means where the holes are placed, right, where the holes are available right now. Also it depends on what is the ordering of requests. Okay, fine.